A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us. Revelio. Accio. Also.
Yes, of course.
direct line of sight somehow. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos! Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio. Lumos.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but
Accio.
seeing it was something else altogether.
How nice stop by.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly. To say the least.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Accio. We're being watched. By a door. Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Depulso.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. We're building something.
Revelio.
Can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. Clever.
Revelio. Totalis.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what?
Revelio.
I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Patrolling this area is a waste of my time.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
How nice.
Levioso.
Didn't it went this way?
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-handed.
Oh, little mooncalf. I will make you pay. I won't go on.
Incendio.
I will make you.
What's the point of this?
Incendio.
This really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? Please don't do that.
Revelio.
Revelio. Convulso. Revelio. Devil's snare. Nasty stuff.
Incendiary.
You're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Revelio. Incendio. Please don't do that. Revelio.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Cover up wide.
I need to fight.
Return me to the ground. Hit it. Pitiful. Truly. That is so nice of you. So far. You're human. That's meant for me. And yourself.
Incendio. Accio.
One less Hogwarts student.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Revelio.
Confringo! Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Accio!
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio.
Please don't do that.
Aloha, Mora. Revelio. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of Goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
Thank you for all that you've done for us. Marvelous. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Revelio.
What do we have here?
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Mine now, Demi guys.
Revelio.
mother used to take me to see the thousand when they came through the countryside. Such marvelous.
Revelio. Confringo. Oh. Whoa. Revelio.
You've made Upper Hogsfield safer, and for that, I thank you. Thank you for passing through.
I thought my owl might pique you.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Silent as a grave.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
For better things than this so-called...
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out.
Revelio.
Hello? When the war is over, goblins will rule over wizards at last. We're close to a breakthrough.
It's no doubt. Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
Revelio. Harvest Totalis.
Why is it grapple you are?
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
I'm famished.
For better or for worse, we're in. Petrificus Totalis. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Revelio.
Now I see why.
Confront. Revelio. I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Revelio.
Such arrogance. I won't rest. Let's get
What are you doing? What is this? Release me! I'll kill you when I get down from here!
How many
Revelio.
spiders are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Revelio. Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio. Confringo. Preparo. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Aerial. Crucio. Confringo. Bombarda. Revelio. Incendio.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
Ross loyalists all but declared Revelio. Protego. Confringo. Incendio.
Revelio.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction,
Revelio.
perhaps.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Quiet.
Oh, this day has gone on too long. Over here!
If only Renrock were here to see this!
Let's get it.
You won't survive this, my young
I will make you pay.
Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Don't do that again, I beg you.
Accio. Incendio. We're not finished yet. Levioso. Incendio. You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
Revelio.
Confringo. Accio.
We can have a look around.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo.
A rune symbol above the cabin door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
expecting that.
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still,
Confringo!
something about this place feels odd.
Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around. Revelio.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.